Hey folks, welcome back to another HP Gaming GameLINK video. We have an unboxing for you today. We're going to be jetting off on an epic traveling adventure, trying to create the best itineraries we possibly can as we take a look at Road to Infamy's new one. This is Globetrotting Deluxe Edition. Welcome back, friends. For those of you who don't know me, and you should by now, my name is Matt, and I'm sure we're going to become the very best of friends. As I said in the tease, we are taking a look at Globetrotting by Road to Infamy. This is an epic globetrotting adventure for 1 to 4 players, or more if you have the 5 or 6 player expansion, which we do. This is a collector's edition, plays I think in about half an hour, and this is a follow-up to all of their Canvas games, same company who did that. So let's get into it because, quite frankly, I'm excited. Globetrotting was a game that I mean, look, I like to travel as much as the next person, but with Canvas being the absolute mega hit that it is and having 3 expansions to its credit, I like the idea of something different for these guys, different IP, different, it's a different style of game. Plastic goes on the floor. So when they said they were going to do Globetrotting and it was going to be a game of hand management, planning, route strategy, etc. I mean, their last games that I think we've backed every game they've had since Crypt, if I'm not mistaken, if that was theirs. I could be wrong. But yes, it's quality from them. Don't Go In There as well as another one. So it comes with this carry handle, which is awesome. I'm going to chuck this over there, plastic on the floor. We're going to flip this one around for you and pop it up on the overhead. It's actually a very heavy box. Having a look up here. Whoop, there we go. Limited edition because awesome. I didn't even know how to open this one. I like the little stickers. You've got Australia there, the globe itself, all the different places around the world, flags. There is a whole plethora of stickers and things around the outside, along with awards. Talks about different mechanics that are in the game as well, which is fantastic. So we're going to flip the lid here, which I think opens up this way, and show you what's inside. Look at that. We've got a rule book, which is very important, a travel guide of sorts, very important. Having a look in here, we have, this would be basically how to play, how to assemble the globes, the story, goal of the game, etc. Don't worry too much about all the chaos. We will show you what it looks like when we do our flyover as well. Passports. Pretty much everything other than the cards is dry erase or wet erase from the markers as well. Objectives is to basically create the most amazing itinerary by spending as few dollars as possible. You'll be taking a trip in spring, in summer, and in fall. And at the end of the 3 trips, 9 rounds, whoever travels the furthest distance, whoever collects the most points, wins the game. And there is a solo mode as well because it's awesome. That's pretty straightforward. Let's put this one to the side. We have a plethora. Oh, this one's a bit bent. That's no good. So these are globe tiles. They wrap around the plastic globes. They go on the inside. And once they're assembled, you won't have to assemble them again, which is kind of awesome. I believe there's a couple of different ones here. Adelaide, Great Barrier Reef, etc. So let's grab these out of here. So these are going to be assembled later on. That's really stuck on there. So if I flip this over, you've got Santorini, the Serengeti, you got Adelaide, Great Barrier Reef, Fiji, Samoa, Matamata, Denali, Tokyo, all these different locations that you can travel to on your epic journey, which is awesome. And these conditions here, I'm going to flip this around because I've opened it up the wrong way. There we go. So these are dry. You can, I don't know whether you can, look like you can be drawn on these. So you've got, if you're the first player to visit 3 continents on every one of your trips, you score 6 points. Second player to do so scores 4. Matching destination types, because each destination has a different activity that you can undertake there. Destinations on all 3 rows of the globe. And there's different, I think they've These are limited edition ones. You can see they're limited edition jet setting tiles. And then you've got these ones here, which are sealed. So let's unseal them and take a look. More plastic for the floor. All right, there you can see these are more of the same thing. So you've got destination lines in all columns, more of the same point scoring tiles. Now, I believe you shuffle these up and there's one of those available per game. So you never know exactly what it is you're going to be assembling or working towards until you start. The standees for the globe, that is a spring tile. And these are the travel companions tiles. So you use those in between each of the players at the table rather than adjacent. And if two of you are in the same location at the same time, you score a point. The idea being that you try to, you got to try and think about traveling with your companion, but also trying to adhere to different goals and things as well. So lots of different ways to score points. But the best strategy at the best time is going to give you the best indication to maximize your score. And I kind of dig that. It's a little bit like a three-dimensional game of Boomerang, if you've played that card game, which is an exceptional card game, board game experience. Definitely worth checking out. I've got a little bit of cover here, which we'll put to the side. The globes themselves, cards, and all the rest of the bits as well. We have passports here. Now, I believe these are dry erase or wet erase as well. Reisepass for Deutschland. So you write your values in here of the travel, your ticket cost, point scoring values for your personal goals, total score, and that'll give you the idea. So you can keep that secret. I do like the fact that they are embossed as well, which is awesome. Republic of Botswana, a German one, there's an Indonesian passport, and there's a United States passport as well. Then we have cards, more cards for days. Not a lot in the box, but the components are very cool, very high quality, which is what we come to expect from R2i as well. If you haven't checked out the unboxing for Don't Go In There and all the different dice and components of that, you can check that out here. And that'll show you a little bit more about what to expect from this fantastic little company. These are travel rewards for the limited edition. So card holder, travel rewards, etc. Now, I believe these are specific cards that are an add-on, travel agent, draw 3 destinations. All flights that will cost you 1 are free. That's kind of cool, could help you fulfill your photo album. So shuffle and deal 2 travel rewards cards to each player. Each player must keep 1, discard the other. If playing solo, Abby scores 5 points for festivals instead of 3. Can't only be used with 2 or more players. Just travel rewards, it's a different play mode, extra add-ons, Kickstarter, lovely bits and pieces, which we love. Then we have these, the destination cards. You'll start with 3 of those on the board at the beginning of the game, and then you'll have 1 revealed for each stack as you play through. 9 rounds later, the game will end. So make sure you complete your trips before then. On your turn, it all happens simultaneously. It's all playing at the same time, which I also dig, similar to, again, to, I just mentioned it before, Boomerang. So you take the card here. You'll have 3 cards. You'll decide where you want to go. This is Adelaide, and that's the activity. And then you have the iconography of where it is located on the globe. Alhambra, Bali, Bora Bora, nice. Cape Town, look at that wine. Carcassonne, another game we know and love. Cartagena, Cat Island in Japan. Chicago, Denali, I love that they're in alphabetical order. Easter Island, place I'd love to go but never been. Fiji, that is spectacular. The Galapagos, Giza, Great Barrier Reef, look at that, stunning. Gugong, or Gujong, if I'm not pronouncing it correctly, I apologize. The Himalayas, the Isle of Skye in Scotland, Istanbul, Jaipur, Marrakesh, Matamata, which is of course Hobbiton, otherwise known as Hobbiton, Maui, Noosefjord, Rio de Janeiro, Samoa, my goodness, San Juan, Santiago, Santorini, another great game. Serengeti, Wild Serengeti, another great game. The Seychelles. Teotihuacan. I will repronounce that later on. Tobago. Tokyo. Torres del Paine, I should say, and Vancouver in Canada, or in Canada. All those different locations are available at your disposal to play. I kind of dig that as well. Then we have the globes. These are heavy. These are heavy. Okay, we've got some gel. We don't need to get that on the floor. We've got some clips, which I'm assuming are for the globes themselves. Some standees for whatever that's for. Spaces. I like the fact that the tray has been set so you can basically put everything together. You must have to assemble these at the start of each game. That's not so great. I thought maybe once they were set up, you wouldn't have to worry about it. But it is what it is. I do like the fact that the globes have come out all wrapped. So I'm going to put that one here. There are a plethora of these things. There are 4 total. Assemble one, and we'll go from there. And then we'll show you what it looks like when it's all set up at the table. So we'll get that out of the way there. Now, I believe the globe has this little handle bit on it as well. So you actually assemble the globe. I don't want to put it together just yet because obviously there's bits missing. The globe goes together. That is your center point, like so. But inside here, you have those folded bits of card that we saw earlier to fill the globe with all of the crazy. And then you can draw right on it, which is awesome. I love that. We're going to put that one there for a minute. We're going to put this one over here. And then under here we have markers, very important. And the final belt of cards, which is your personal goal cards. So these will give you bonus points if you complete the objectives on there. A bit of a bucket list, if you will. I think that's what they're referred to. And that will help you go out there and live a little bit. Live a little bit while you're out there traveling. Do some crazy things and help you dictate the best way to visit the different locations of a time during play. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the cards for the locations or the destinations, I don't know if there's enough. You won't get through the entire deck. So there'll be some that won't come up in play. Although 9 rounds, 3 cards per round, maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. So these cards here also have the ability to be, I don't think I've been dry erase on them, but that's fine. So you've got things like lodge in a tropical bungalow. So in fall, find a place with this icon, you'll score 2 points. Visit exactly 1 resort destination. Explore jungles. In fall, score each line that connects to nature destinations. These are quite stuck together. Attend pro sporting events in fall. So again, based on the seasons you travel, will dictate when you need to do these things. Learn about ancient civilizations. Tour wineries. Yes, please. Love a good winery. See epic waterfalls across those locations. Tour a palace in Asia. End your full trip in Asia. Visit iconic places in Oceania. Skinny dip in the Pacific, which is this. So L and A on the globe. And these are all stuck together. Ski up north. Go to gaming conventions. That's awesome. 2 different pairs of destination types. Then you've got take a road trip. Plan the perfect vacation. In fall, visit an urban, resort, nature, and historic destination all in the one time. Fly in a hot air balloon into sections. Bike cross country, tour modern architecture. There is so many different ways to score points. Go camping. Visit 3 destinations in the same continent. Go whale watching. Visit monuments. Go on safari. Yes, please. Swim in the Atlantic. Collect handmade crafts. Learn to surf. Reunite with old friends. Score each intersection on your summer trip line for 1 point each. See the ends of the earth. In summer, visit destinations in rows 1, 2, and 3. Many different ways to score points, but that's going to be dictated by the cards that come up in play. That's going to be interesting. I think that's pretty much it in the box. I'm just going to check underneath this lining here, make sure there's nothing else under the storage tray. I don't think there is. If I can get it out, which is very, very tricky. No, nothing there. That's fine. Great storage box. The carry handle's awesome. Now, I'm not going to open it only because it's going to have more of the same. But if you are like me and you like to get a lot of people around the table to play some epic games, there is also this bad boy here, the 5 to 6 player expansion. Now, this contains 2 more globes, 2 more sets of player components, 2 more passports, etc. I believe there's a Mexican passport and an Australian. You know what? Let's open it. Let's get the passports out. It's got some cards in there as well. So let's clear this away. I'm going to try and make it so it doesn't all fall apart. We're going to pop this one over here for now. In fact, I might put that one just over there. just in front. And then we'll bring up this one here. And we have the 5 to 6 player expansion on your overhead. Now this is a just another add-on, which isn't necessary for the game, obviously, but on game nights, it can be quite hard. Unless we go hardcore and we have only 2 of us or 3 of us at the table and we get into some really meaty games, which we did the other night. That was awesome. Having a party where you have multiple folks at the table, multiple partners of players at the table, something my wife can play with some friends while we sit around, sometimes having that extra ability to have a higher player count just adds a little bit more to it. And because you still have the 3 sets of cards out per round, rather than 4 or 5 changing for the player count, it's easy enough to adapt to a 6-player game. So, plus, I'm pretty sure, depending on how we go, this may all be able to fit in here, but I will let you know in the comments below if that's possible. Favourite strategy for this one? Have you played Globetrotting? What's your thoughts, your feeling in terms of best ways to win? Looking forward to getting this out maybe over the weekend. We'll see how we go. It's currently Thursday here in Australia. Plastic on the floor. Let's see what we've got here inside the box. We'll pop this one to the side here. More map tiles and map locations for the globes. They look a bit more intact than our ones that were in the box. These ones have already been punched. That's kind of cool. Easy enough. So I will say too, I'll show you. So these are the globes that sit in here, and you move the location to, so if I'm going from A to B, I might have A here and then B lined up on a horizontal, and I will draw a horizontal line across there to show where I've traveled. And then I'll count up the distance it takes, and that'll tell me how much the flight costs. But it's a nice way to measure, have everything sorted. We have this bit of foam filler here, which we're going to take out of there. We have more standees, extra dry erase markers. We have more of this, which we don't need, but that goes on the floor. More clips for the globe to hold it all in place. We have more of these travel companions tiles, because ultimately you're able to use that travel companions, festivals to visit, more travel companions, festivals for different player counts, because I think in the game you can either have the travel companions or the festivals cards. Then we have the Mexican passport, and we have our Australian passport as well. I will put that in the main box because that makes perfect sense to me. And the globe that is in there as well. I'll pop that one back in there now. And that, I think, is pretty much all the bells and whistles for this one, which is awesome. This is, yeah, I mean, it's going to look spectacular on the table. That goes without saying. Seeing this all set up is going to be absolutely amazing. What I will do is give you a bit of a flyover, as we've been known to do here on the channel. So without further ado, roll that footage. Yes, so there you go. Sorry, I'm just planning my next adventure, my next holiday. It's been a while since I travelled. There you go. That's the contents of Globetrotting. Do you have any thoughts? Have you played this one? What strategies have you employed? Is this one you prefer over something like Canvas? Let us know in the comments below what your thoughts are. As always, folks, we've got plenty more content coming your way, so please check back with us very, very soon. Until then, folks, get back to the table, play heaps more games. We'll see you back here for more epic board game content in the very near future. Until then, it is bye for now.